Bryan is 17 years old. He enjoys world history, comedy shows, and a wide variety of culinary specialties. Bryan and his brother Justin both have Duchenne's muscular dystrophy.
At first, it was, we got Bryan tested after the physical therapist noticed he had the low muscle tone and some coordination type problems with his muscles. They decided to test Justin as well. So then we found out it was a possibility that they both might have muscular dystrophy. So then they both got the muscle biopsies at the same time, and then it was confirmed that they both had it. It's bad enough when you find out one of your children has a disease, but when both of them have it, it's just a devastating thing for the whole family.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation granted wishes to both Bryan and Justin. Bryan's wish, after careful consideration, was to explore glaciers in Alaska.
Well, I like to travel, and ever since for many years ago, I've always wanted to go on an Alaska cruise.
Oh, it was really exciting for him just to plan, everything. So we just basically went with him, and he did all the planning. Normally, when we take vacations, we just drive everywhere because having to deal with the airlines, especially is royal pain, and trying, especially when we have to transport the power wheelchairs.
Bryan and his family flew to Vancouver, British Columbia. After sampling Vancouver's hospitality, they boarded the Royal Caribbean Radiance of the Seas cruise ship and began their Alaskan adventure.
Right now, we're at the Dallas airport, waiting for our plane to Vancouver.
When we first got to Vancouver, it was nice because it was, first of all, the weather was nice and cool.
Vancouver was, it was a really nice city. Welcome to Vancouver. It was beautiful, it was clean, it was very wheelchair accessible, and people there were really friendly.
So that was a lot of fun. Bryan really loved, staying in Vancouver. And we were both very impressed just how accessible that city was. It was just easy to just basically take a public transportation everywhere, and plus there's a lot of neat restaurants and stuff that he was able to go to.
We're eating dinner at Imperial Chinese restaurant. First course is Peking duck. This is the crab dish.
Dungeness crab?
Yeah, it's Dungeness crab that is fried.
No, it's steamed.
I mean,
Steamed with garlic sauce.
okay. Man, I am so full. I ate so much. We're at the Canada Place Cruise Terminal, waiting for our ship. We're about to board the ship.
Where are we, Bryan?
We're on the ship.
The accommodations were great, especially in our situation, since we have the two wheelchairs, we have a lot of equipment, so we were at first kind of concerned how tight it was going to be in the rooms, but the cabin we had on the ship was just amazing. I've never been in a cabin that was so accessible and so spacious.
Because it was Make-A-Wish, they set up special things that normal people will not be able to do. Like one day we took a tour of the bridge, that's like the cockpit of the ship, and we got to meet the captain, and that was really awesome. Well, in Alaska, there was a lot of things I really liked, but one of my favorites was seeing Hubbard Glacier, and it was a huge glacier, and it was just amazing.
I mean, it's really impressive just how massive and huge the glacier is, up close.
When I went outside at 7 a.m., it was like 45 degrees, so I had to bundle up, and it was really windy. All bundled up, we're on the way to Hubbard Glacier, one of the largest tidewater glaciers in Alaska.
It's like he'll wake up 6 o'clock for the Hubbard Glacier, but not for the school bus.
The weather was phenomenal when we went. Like, it was sunny. We are now at the face of Hubbard Glacier. And then you could see, like, on the glacier, you can see that it was a tint of blue. And also, one other day, we took a tour of the galley, which is where they make all the food. And it was really cool because like, we got to see some of the chefs prepping there. So that was cool.
We took a pretty neat train ride that was from the port, and we went all the way into the Yukon, you know, through these winding valleys and up the mountains and stuff.
And like at some points, you like look to the left out the window, you can see there's like a huge drop because it's just like literally like on the edge of the cliff, the train tracks. So it's like, wow. I can imagine how like some people we know would be really scared.
My favorite thing was just being able to relax and forget about our daily challenges of our everyday life and everything, and get the chance to see the kids having fun.
On the trail to see Exit Glacier, one of the only glaciers in Alaska accessible by road.
Well, with both trips, which is basically helped, make our kids' lives a lot happier in terms of being able to grant their wishes, just to see how excited they were, during their wishes, and in some cases, just doing stuff that we normally wouldn't try to attempt.
I am now in front of the beautiful Exit Glacier.
Even if we had been able to fly out there and get on the cruise and everything, because of Make-A-Wish, we got to do a lot of things that normally you wouldn't be able to do.
They covered everything in terms of planning and making all the arrangements and just making the trip go as smoothly as possible. So I think even now, the effects have lasted. So I think it really was made a significant difference to his life.
It's given the kids something to look forward to and something to plan for, and it helped make them feel better about themselves. It's always hard to see your own children in pain or suffering, but we're lucky that Make-A-Wish was able to give us a chance to see our kids enjoying themselves and having a good time.
That was one of the best experiences I ever had in my life, and I'll always remember it. Just grateful for Make-A-Wish and Royal Caribbean for everything they've done to make my wish special.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation grants the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions to enrich the human experience with hope, strength, and joy. Every 40 minutes, a child receives a wish because of the generous donations from the community, bringing happiness to children at a time they most need it.